Welcome back to my studio and to this week's episode of Creative Compass, my weekly vlog where you help keep me accountable for all things creative, honest, and in progress. If you're new, I'm so happy that you found me, and welcome back to everyone else. I like to start the week out with an affirmation, something short and powerful to anchor my mindset and keep me grounded. This week's affirmation is: you don't need permission to say no. Simple, right? But this one hits me hard. I've got to be real with you. This is not something I've mastered at all. I'm a lifelong people pleaser, and I'm sure many of you are as well. Seriously. I spend so much time and energy trying to avoid conflict, trying to keep things smooth, to make everyone else comfortable, even if it meant shrinking myself down in the process. I become really good at over-explaining or stalling my responses just so I don't have to disappoint anyone. I've even softened the truth or sugar-coated things just to sidestep awkwardness. And half the time, I end up saying yes to things anyway. Things I don't even want to do. But here's what I'm learning. Saying no doesn't make you rude or selfish or difficult. It just makes you clear. No is a full sentence. It's a boundary. And boundaries protect what matters most: your time, your energy, your art, your peace. It doesn't have to be dramatic. It doesn't have to come with a whole performance or a dozen justifications. Sometimes saying no is actually the thing that creates space for all the yeses that really count. This isn't about being defiant. It's about being intentional. It's about checking in with yourself before checking a box for somebody else. So this week, I'm reminding myself, again, that I don't need a green light from anyone else to honor what feels right to me. And you don't either. Maybe your no this week looks like canceling something that drains you. Maybe it's asking for more time. Maybe it's just letting yourself rest without guilt. That's the tough one, right? Whatever it looks like, you don't need permission. You don't need to explain yourself, and you're allowed to protect your energy. That's not being selfish, that's self-trust. So let me know in the comments what's one thing you're saying no to this week to make room for something better. All right, now let's shift gears. I've got my journal here, and let's take a look at what I accomplished last week, what's still hanging on my to-do list, and where I'm hoping to focus on for the week ahead. All right, so last week I was ambitious, and it didn't work out so well for me. I have just been rather swamped with the day job, and I've been traveling a lot, so I haven't been able to get a lot of the things off my table, and I'm gonna give myself a little grace. So I wanted to finish Creative Compass, which I did. I also wanted to finish my 36 by 36, which I did not. Frame a couple of my 9 by 12s, which I did not, and work on my website, which I barely got to touch. Yeah, it's going to remain this way probably for the next 2 weeks. I am out of town a lot. I have a lot of work events, and yeah, I don't want to say I'm pushing my art to the back burner, because I'm absolutely not. It's always in my brain. I'm always working on what I can in the locations that I'm at. But as far as being able to be at the table or the easel and actually creating paintings, it's going to be a little bit tough for the next couple weeks. Such is life, right? I got to just power through it, and I know it's not always going to be like this. I know there's going to come a time in the near future, because I am manifesting it, that I will be able to do a lot more art a lot more frequently. All right, so I didn't even write down things I want to accomplish for this upcoming week, because I'm not going to put that pressure on myself. I know I have a couple days I'll be back that I can work on some paintings. I did paint live on Instagram a couple days ago, so that was great. I was able to get some of my littles out. I'm working on a new palette. Well, it's not a new palette, it's kind of an old palette, but I'm going to put it on some fresh paintings. So I've been playing around with that. I plan to paint probably Wednesday and Thursday this week, and yeah, that's what I'm planning on. I'm not going to put any more pressure or deadlines on myself. So if this message resonated with you and you want to support me in my art, but buying a painting isn't in the cards right now, it would mean so much to me if you just simply like this video and subscribe to my channel. It really helps more than you know. All right, I will see you next week. Be kind to yourself, and remember, you don't need permission. Stay creative, my friends. Goodbye.